I was tinkering on naming my band the Steel Goats. And I was gonna ride out, like the lights would go out, and all of a sudden you'd hear like, you know, when you go to a metal concert, you hear like a weird, like Halford would come out with the motorcycle, like, you would go to blackness and you'd hear like, and then a big horn goat would come out on the stage like the way Dio had a dragon. We're off to the witch, women, and this big dragon thing would come out. I wanted a goat to come out. Little, with laser beam eyes. He had the big laser eyes.
Corey Taylor. Corey, you wear a mask and a convict jumpsuit, and no one can understand what you're saying. That doesn't make you a singer, that makes you a hamburglar. If wearing little jumpsuits and Halloween masks while screaming and shitting yourself was all it took to get noticed in the music industry, my 6-year-old nephew would have 4 Grammys by now. And Sharon Osbourne would have 6.
And so I played in bands. I played here, actually, in 1989, in a heavy metal band. And I love all forms of heavy metal. I love heavy metal, thrash metal, black metal, death metal, and Enya, actually. Yeah, I know you think it's a bit of a joke. It's not a joke. Most of you haven't listened to Slayer for 8 hours in one day. And, you know, you get up to that type of nonsense. You do need something to relax in the afternoon, don't you?
They say rock is the devil's music. Well, let's say that rock and roll is the devil's music, and we know it for a fact to be true. Boy, at least he fucking jams. Okay, did you hear that correctly? If it's a choice between eternal hell and good tunes or eternal heaven and New Kids on the fucking block, I'm gonna be surfing on the lake of fire, rocking out. High-fiving Satan every time I pass him. Are you enjoying the show?
Even bands don't want to open for Slayer, let alone a comic. I go, yeah, I want to do that. Like, opening for Slayer is almost like an Israeli comedian going to the Improv in Palestine going, they're going to like me, this is going to go over good. And you know what was great about that whole tour? I watched every night, everybody sang. There was no lip syncing going on, there was no backing tapes. Right, Ozzy, right, 63 years old, still fucking brings it every night. Guy can barely make a sentence, he can't even walk, but he fucking brings it every night.
But I'm glad if they do retire, I think it's time, right? Because if you go see Motley live, Vince Neil sings like 3 words to the song. He puts the mic out, you gotta sing the rest of the song, right? They should have been out touring as Motley Karaoke this last time around. Tommy Lee's Hog is longer than a Dream Theater song. And at the time it took me to tell that joke, Mike Portnoy just joined 3 more side bands.
When I was growing up, you couldn't wear a concert t-shirt unless you went to that fucking concert.
Right.
Like, people would stop you. Come here. Did you go to that concert? Take the fucking shirt.
How could you get it if you didn't go to the concert?
No, because people would still like, if you go to the concert, bring me a shirt. So it'd be cool. When I was like, the other night, some girl had a shirt on, some young girl at the rec room, and I felt like saying, just give me one album that they wrote.
Right. Yeah.
You know how hard it was to get like AC/DC, Def Leppard tickets, you know, in 81, 80, like, it was rough to go in there. People would take your shit. I remember the Ozzy Osbourne, some guy just jumped on my friend and started dry humping him during the concert. He had to throw a beating on the guy during the fucking concert and shit. The cops came.
You earned that shirt.
You gotta earn that fucking shirt.
Imagine Dragons. Imagine me kicking you in your dick till you're dead. Like, I hated them just on their name. Like, some of them, Vampire Weekend, I'm shitting on 20-year-old bands. They're already in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm like, what's with this Arcade Fire? But I fucking hate all 3 of those bands because those words are so metal. They use metal words and they're not metal. Like, you can't fucking use dragons, vampires, or fire. Those are fucking metal, you know what I mean? Like, I wish Imagine Dragons would be stuck in an Arcade Fire for an entire Vampire Weekend.
I went with Dave, my drum teacher. I went to Meshuggah, who I'd never seen live. And I got to tell you, it was a fucking life-altering experience. They got this song, Bleed. And on top, he's playing like eighth notes with the backbeat on 3. So everybody's head is moving to that, like, ga, 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 ga. I can't even do it, right? But underneath his feet are going like, the whole fucking song, basically. As on top, he's like, underneath. It's like you're going insane.
Thanks for breakfast, Mr. Anselmo.
You can say that again.
Kind of figured we'd be eating pig's brains or something really metal or something, but this is good too.
You know how many metal bands cannot even handle such power? In the morning.
Why not? Like who?
I'm not a big name dropper, but I'll let you guess.
Korn? Could they handle this?
No way.
What about, Avenged Sevenfold?
Absolutely fucking not, for God's sakes, dude. What are you?